Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Sky Island. Today we're going to be doing something that not doing, I think, really contributed to my stagnation in my previous run, and that is building a mob farm. I feel like if I had built a mob farm earlier in my previous run, that I would have done a lot better. But anyway, the past is in the past, and now it's time to fix it on this end. Alright, so I'm just going to start off by building this platform right here. The Reddit post I found said that it should be 24 high, but we will see. We will see indeed. I think when I used to build these more often, I think I usually did 22 or 21. But I mean, I can always put it up higher if that's not working. And besides, I think there's some beefier mobs in this mod pack. So, I mean, I feel like the best way to do this is just to build it and then troubleshoot it. Alright, and because I value safety regulations, we are building a ladder up with us. This won't be a very useful ladder once it's done, but it should help us in this situation. Just because I don't have enough resources to do it all in one go, so having a ladder to climb back up will be really helpful. And we can take it down later. Alright, here we are. Just building up and building up. Alright. And now we go out. We go out 8. And because the water flows for 8, but we can't go 7 because we need an extra 1 for the wall. I know some people leave the walls, but I'm just gonna do full blocks. This will cause a problem later, using full blocks for the roof, but that's a problem for later. Alright, and now we're just gonna do this the other 4 ways, and then we will see how that goes. Alright, here we go. There we go. I'm basically crouching this whole time so as not to fall to my death. Alright, and we are putting in the trap doors. This is not the design I usually build, but this is the design I saw. So I'm wondering if this works better than the ones I usually use. So we'll give this one a try. Alright, there we go. And more trapdoors. I actually crafted an extra stack of trapdoors, and I don't really know what to do with them, but I suppose I will figure it out. I could use them to cover over some crops. Like, to cover over some crop water sources. That's a possibility. I could do that. Alright. Go over here. Yeah. Right now there's a hole here in order to prevent my, there's a hole to access the ladder, but I think what we need to do is we need to build its own, so we built its own ladder out here. It's 1 block off, but that's fine. And now we're going to start with chicken, which we're gonna craft 20 of. And now we're going to use some carrots to buy some rabbit hide to craft some leather. Alright, a little bit more leather. Alright, 10 leather. That should be enough for 2 cow seeds. Alright, there's some cow seeds. 2 cow seeds. Put them in the chest. Alright, now we need donkey seeds and horse seeds, which require more leather and some apples. Alright, and up we go. I did find out that mobs were spawning on top, so we need to go and light this up. Yeah, as you can see, there's some rotten flesh from zombies that got. Yeah, we're just gonna turn on F7. Just go around, put some torches on top. Make sure it's compliant with flight lane safety codes. It's a little joke there. Alright, joke there. Alright, and now I need some apples, so we're gonna plant ourselves an apple tree. And this one we're not going to cut down, we're just going to keep it here so I can just continually bone meal the leaves to get apples. Alright, there we go. And that, yeah, just bone mealing for apples. Nice. Yeah, these are really useful trees. I should plant apples in the branches, they actually look really pretty. I should use those as decorative trees. Crafting some horse seeds and 1 donkey seed. Because I feel like I don't need a ton of either. I wonder what color horses I will get. I hope, like, I get a different color every time. I mean, they don't have different seeds for different colors of horse. I would hope I get different colors of horses. Alright, so for llama seeds, we're going to need pig seeds. For llama seeds, we're going to need pig seeds. For pig seeds, I believe we need carrots. And we did, here we have the carrots, we farmed some more carrots. I'm going to craft 25, and 5 of those are going to become llama seeds. But for the llama seeds, we need carpet, for which we need to farm the cotton seeds a little bit. And now we're doing some fishing for just 1 raw fish for the ocelots. You also need raw fish for the polar bear seeds, but also for the polar bear seeds we need snow, which I tried something to get it last time. I tried to build up really high and that didn't work, so I think in order to get snow I'm going to have to build some weird complicated machine, so that's just not going to happen quite yet. Alright, so parrot seeds require cookies, which is a little bit funny considering that parrots eat cookies when they die. Parrots eat cookies and die. I wonder if that's on this version of Minecraft, or if this is before that was added. I'm probably not going to try and find out. Alright, for wolf seeds we need sausage. For which we need pork chops, and we have pork chops, and we're going to throw those in the oven. And we have enough for 1 sheep seed, and we need the sheep seed to craft wolf seeds, so eventually we're going to need to craft some more sheep seeds. So that's just going to be how that goes. Now we can craft that sausage. And we just need a bone and some more sheep seeds. Alright. Yeah, we're going to need some more wool. Alright, we have 3 sheep seeds now, and we're going to craft 2 of them into wolf seeds. And like that, and like that. And the gaps in 4 seeds that I can't craft yet. Oh, the first gap is for mushroom seeds, which I need a mushroom for, which unfortunately costs emeralds, which I don't have and don't really have an easy way of making. Alright, and we're gonna use some vines to get some cactus, because we need green dyed water for the creeper seeds. Yeah, now we're into hostile mob seeds. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I do know that grabbing all the seeds gets me an achievement, which I do want to get all of the achievements, just because I'm a completionist. I think there's also something called prestige you can get for getting achievements. I do believe someone mentioned that in the comments. I'm just not exactly sure about that, because I'm kind of going through this blind. Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely will investigate prestige a little bit. We don't need a lot of zombie seeds. Yeah, there's a lot of seeds I can't quite craft yet. But we will certainly see about that. Alright, skeleton seeds, and now with the skeleton seeds, we're going to turn 5 into wither skeleton seeds, which we craft with coal, and 5 into skeleton horse seeds, which are just different types of skeletons. So we'll have 5 of each. Alright, there's lovely. Alright, and now for the creeper seeds, we got that green dyed water, and we're just going to go and grab the last one. We're just going to craft 1 more, so we have 4 creeper seeds. Alright, and those are all the mob seeds we can currently craft. So, we're just going to leave that alone for now. we're not going to be able to craft the rest until we really complete all the saplings. Like, we're going to need emeralds for one, we're going to need snow, and for snow we're going to need some complicated stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe so you can see more of my content and see the next part in the series.